finally getting my first proper walk out since I got down here. It's rained almost continuously. And I'm using my old selfie stick, which I bought, I don't know, about 2016. I think used for about 3 months and then didn't bother. Because I don't really record stuff. But of course now I do. So it's a bit easier than just holding a phone, having a stick. Anyway, so I'm out walking around, blue sky, sun's just gone in, but spring's definitely here. I'll show you where I'm going in a minute. You can hear the birds, hear the chaffinches. Back down the local woods. It's blowing out some cobwebs. I've been down here a week and not really been out because the weather's been atrocious. So I'm making the most of it. So I'm going to switch you to face the other way and then you can see where I'm going. And I'll try not to talk over all of the wildlife. Here we go. I'm not going far today. We used to call this the frog pond when I was a kid. It used to be heaving, absolutely heaving with frogs in breeding season. Now, like so many places, it's unfortunately it's a bit of a dead, polluted pool. Not a lot of life in there anymore, which is a shame. I haven't felt that first atmosphere of spring. You get that one day when you step outside and you go, ooh, that is spring. Haven't felt it. But you can see spring everywhere. Things are flowering. There's a thrush or a nuthatch. I think that's a nuthatch somewhere lurking up there. I'm sure that's the noise they make. We're not really in the middle of nowhere here. This is a bit of woodland, cozied in between the many houses we have in this area. It's basically a giant housing estate. But these were ancient woodlands, and you can look on the tithe maps and see these woodlands and these agricultural lands as they were hundreds of years ago. But it's still really peaceful. Look at that sunflower. Still lovely. Little flowers appearing everywhere. You can see where the bluebells are going to come up. The greenery's there. It's a bit early for the flowers though, which is a shame. I'm going to miss them this year. Such is life. In just 10 days' time, I will have been running this YouTube channel for 4 months. It's gone so fast. And I put this channel into place for accountability. To make me get on and do stuff and take a bit more control and be more answerable to something. And I'm looking at whether or not that's actually happening. I think it is. I'm getting bolder about the way I do things. This channel's made me more confident. Can you hear that? That's a woodpecker. There he goes. See if we can spot him. Yeah, so I'm having fun doing all these little videos. He's up there somewhere. He's probably a lesser or greater spotted woodpecker. That's what we tend to get around here. If I see that flash of red, I'll let you know. Anyway, so yes, I'm getting bolder, having more fun with the channel. Started doing some shorts because I started my business YouTube earlier this month, and pretty much all of it is shorts because it's mostly product. So I'll do videos of 10 to 15 seconds close-up of a product, and I'm using other product-based YouTube channels as my guide on this. It's all experimentation at the moment. And I've noticed that shorts get a lot of traffic. And I think that's a sign of the times that our attention spans are really short. I'm not really into shorts on YouTube. I will look at the odd one, but as a general rule, I like to watch long videos. And that could be anything from 5 minutes to an hour or so. I don't mind. Can you hear him? I bet he's watching me. There he goes. I saw him. Something spooked him. So yeah, people seem to really love shorts. There's one on my business YouTube channel, and it's of a dress I made, and it's the only thing that I've actually got that's actually the dress on the mannequin, and I need to do more of these. And it's had something like nearly 500 views. So I'm going to work more on shorts because people seem to like them. And I'm okay with that. That, I think, is jays having a squabble. You might be able to see them. Yeah, that's jays. Splendid birds. And the woodpecker is still kicking around. Sorry for the constant distraction away from my conversation, but I love to birdwatch. There's so much life here now that spring's here. Everything's busy, getting ready, making nests. I'm tempted to go up one of these lanes. I've never been up one of these. This fence has come down, as you can see. And there are tracks through here, so I'm rather tempted to see what's at the other end. I think these are probably fox and badger trails. I shall do my best to stay. Oh look, the bluebells are starting to come out here. This is lovely down here. I'm trying not to step on anything. Oh, there's a big old bird of prey up there. I think that's a buzzard. You can see it through the trees. There it is, you can just see him skirting around, doing his thing. This bit of track borders the farmers' fields. Look at these beautiful trees. I love trees. Just coming into bud now. Before you know it, they'll be as green as anything. That's the wren. So, what was I, what on earth was I saying before I was distracted by nature? Yeah, so shorts. So I'm going to try more shorts. Even on this channel, I can throw in a few little things for people that don't want to listen to me ramble on for half an hour. I know there are people that hate that. They haven't got the time to sit and listen to somebody waffling on for half an hour. I love the waffle. I put it on in the background when I'm working, doing stuff on the computer, and it's nice to just listen to people going about their daily lives, wherever they are. It's good fun. I like it. I like being a voyeur. So the accountability has had a knock-on effect in that I'm now running my business version of YouTube. I've set up my new online shop, which is independent. I'm running it on Shopify. So I have some detachment from Etsy now. But you can find all of that on my other YouTube. And it's not been without its frustrations. It's that usual learning curve. Oh, I saw the wren fly off. So I think we're having some effect, because I'm now running two YouTube channels doing very different things, feeling like I have a little bit of control. It's making me feel a bit more positive, and as we come into spring, that is all good, because the rest of the news is just so depressing, and I try to avoid it. Oops. Oh, there it goes. There's a great tip there. I don't suppose you saw that. Oh, there's another one there. Everywhere you look, if you stand still for just a moment, you'll see something moving next to you. There's a squirrel running up a tree next to me. There are all sorts of birds in the trees. This is just such a lovely detox from everything else. And of course, while I'm down here, I don't really get any alone time. I'm living with people who are pretty much around all the time. There he is again. Pretty soon this whole area will just be a sea of green. Look at this. The trees are budding. It's so lovely to see. By the time I come down here again, it'll be June. It'll be a whole different place. I'll come back in June and then you can see how much this changes down here. This is a chunk of ancient woodland. I've seen this on the tithe maps. I shall dig them out at some point and then you can see them. All the fields had names after they brought in enclosure. And now all the different areas of the estate here, like they call it an estate, I think of it as a village, they all have the names of the old fields, which is a lovely reminder. This dead tree. See where the roots have come up. These provide valuable life for critters and fungi and mosses, and in turn that feeds the birds and the other things that live around here. Lots of holly trees here, which always looks lovely in winter when they're in berry. The roots showing through. So the earth's being washed away. And this main path where people are eroding the ground. remains of last year's sweet chestnuts. I harvested loads of these here a couple of years ago. I ended up putting them in my freezer, and I still have some, and they're still okay. Sometimes when I get lots of carrots at the supermarket on cheap, I'll make a carrot cake, and I put the sweet chestnuts in with that, and it's really nice. But carrot cakes need a lot of eggs and a lot of oil, and these are all expensive commodities these days. Things that I used to have loads of in the fridge and the freezer are getting really hard to come by. And it just means adjusting the way you eat. Make different things with what you can get. It's not a problem. You don't have to eat a big old carrot cake with 3 or 4 eggs in it and a load of oil. Doesn't have to be done. It's hawthorn. I'm nearing the end of the trail. But hopefully this won't be the last walk that I get this week. We've got some nice weather coming up. So hopefully I'll get back out on some of those trails around here before I head home next week. It's Easter week this week, so all the kids are off. But it's been quiet. I guess everyone's gone away on holiday. It means I get to enjoy the countryside all to myself instead, which is fine by me. This is the end of the trail for me. Hope you've enjoyed this little ramble. I certainly have. That's it. The tarmac encroaches. Time to sign off and get home. Cup of tea time. Hope you enjoyed this. Catch you soon.